There's a lot of women that was on ESPN that had a lot to say earlier about this. They gone quiet now.
You say they quiet?
Y'all quiet now. Now I want somebody to send that to you because you know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna call your name, but you know who you are.
You might be wondering why Shannon Sharpe is going off on ESPN Analysts. Well, it's not just about Caitlin Clark anymore. It's about how one rookie is changing the game, breaking records, and making some big names eat their words. Stick around as we break down why Sharpe's got a point and why Clark's story is bigger than basketball. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You think you know what a rookie season looks like? Think again. Caitlin Clark just dropped a stat line so wild, it's got the whole league talking. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about how she's flipping the script on what we expect from newcomers in the WNBA. When Clark stepped onto the court for her first pro game, nobody could have predicted the storm she was about to unleash. Most rookies come in wide-eyed, trying to find their footing, not Clark. She walked in like she owned the place, and her gameplay backed up that confidence. Let's talk stats for a second. Clark's averaging 18.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 8.4 assists per game. Now, for those of you who might not follow basketball religiously, let me break it down for you. These aren't just good numbers. These are make the veterans sweat numbers. These are MVP conversation numbers. Remember when rookies were supposed to sit on the bench and learn from the sidelines? Clark didn't get that memo. She's not just playing the game, she's changing it. Every time she steps on the court, she's teaching a masterclass in how to dominate as a first-year player.
Y'all had a lot to say early. Y'all had a lot to say early. And if you think I'm talking to you, I am. Make no mistake about it, I'm talking to you. You know who you are.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark became the first rookie in WNBA history to score over 600 points and dish out 250 assists in a single season. Let that sink in for a moment. I repeat, no one has ever done that before in their first year. She's not just breaking records, she's shattering them and setting a new standard for what's possible. You might be wondering, how is she doing this? It's simple. Clark plays with a fearlessness that's rare in rookies. She's not afraid to take big shots, make risky passes, or challenge seasoned players. Every game, she's out there proving that she belongs not just in the league, but at the top of it. This isn't just about individual success though. Clark's play is elevating her entire team. She's making her teammates better, creating opportunities that weren't there before. The Indiana Fever, her team, isn't just better with her on the court, they're transformed. Now, let's talk about expectations. When a rookie joins the league, there's usually talk about potential, about what they might become in a few years. With Clark, that timeline's been thrown out the window. She's not showing potential, she's showing results, right here, right now. What Clark is doing is changing the conversation around rookie performances. She's raising the bar so high that future first-year players will be measured against her incredible standard. It's like she looked at the rookie playbook and said, "Nah, I'm writing my own." Remember those loud ESPN analysts who doubted Clark's potential? They're singing a different tune now. Or rather, they're not singing at all. What changed their minds so dramatically? The answer lies in Clark's jaw-dropping performance that's left her critics scrambling for words. When Clark first stepped onto the WNBA court, some analysts were quick to dismiss her potential impact. ESPN's Carolyn Peck in particular wasn't shy about her preference for Angel Reese's grown woman numbers.
Up ahead, Clark, beautiful pass to Mitchell. You talked about it at the open.
Coach sides in this team.
Clark comes back and answers.
The skepticism was palpable, with many questioning whether Clark's college success would translate to the pro level. But as the season unfolded, a curious thing happened. While Reese's team struggled with 6 consecutive losses, Clark's Indiana Fever caught fire. Post-Olympic break, the Fever went on a tear, racking up a 6-1 record. Suddenly, those grown woman numbers didn't seem so impressive anymore. The real turning point came when Clark and Reese faced off head-to-head. It wasn't just a game, it was a statement. Clark dominated the court with a staggering 31 points and 12 assists. Reese, she managed just 10 points and 11 rebounds. The contrast was stark, and it left many wondering if they'd underestimated Clark's potential. As Clark continued to shine game after game, something strange happened. The once vocal critics fell eerily silent. It's like they collectively lost their voices, or maybe they just ran out of negative things to say. Shannon Sharpe, never one to mince words, called out this sudden silence.
Looks to push, leads Indiana in scoring 18-5, and she's got 4 already. She goes in the paint, rolls it over the front of the rim.
Y'all had a lot to say early, Sharpe pointed out, addressing the ESPN Analysts directly. And if you think I'm talking to you, I am. It was a mic drop moment, highlighting the stark contrast between the early skepticism and the current reality of Clark's undeniable impact on the league. But why did these critics go quiet? It's simple. Clark's performance didn't just meet expectations, it shattered them. She's not just playing well for a rookie, she's playing well, period. Her stats, her leadership, and her impact on the game have left even the harshest critics struggling to find fault. This isn't just about proving doubters wrong, it's about redefining what's possible for a rookie in the WNBA. Clark isn't just living up to the hype, she's creating a new standard. Every assist, every three-pointer, every game-changing play is a statement. It's Clark saying, I belong here and I'm here to dominate. The silence of the critics speaks of volumes. It's an unspoken admission that they may have judged too quickly, that they underestimated the impact one rookie could have on an entire league. But more than that, it's a testament to Clark's undeniable talent and work ethic. As the season progresses, the question isn't whether Clark can perform at this level, it's how high she can go. Will she continue to break records? Will she lead her team to playoff glory? The possibilities seem endless, and that's what's got everyone talking. Or in the case of her critics, not talking. Clark's not just changing the game, she's changing the entire business of basketball. But here's the real kicker. What happens when a rookie's impact extends far beyond the court? The numbers are in, and they're painting a picture that's got the whole league buzzing. We're talking about a seismic shift in the WNBA landscape, and it's all thanks to one player. Caitlin Clark isn't just putting up impressive stats. She's filling seats at a rate that's making franchise executives do a double take. The Indiana Fever just set a new franchise record, pulling in over 500,000 fans this season. That's not just a win, it's a game changer for a team that's been hungry for this kind of attention. But it's not just about home court advantage. Clark's star power is so bright, it's lighting up arenas across the league. Even when she's playing away, the stands are packed with fans wearing her jersey. It's like she's got a traveling fan club that's giving opposing teams a run for their money in their own backyards. Don't take my word for it. Listen to what Dallas Wings forward Sato Sabali had to say. The amount of Caitlin fans is overwhelming. When you've got players on other teams noticing the Clark effect, you know something special is happening. Now, let's talk about legacy. Nancy Lieberman, a legend in her own right, dropped a truth bomb that's got everyone talking. She said, what Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational. Think about that for a second, generational. That's not a word you throw around lightly in sports. It means Clark isn't just making waves now, she's setting up a tsunami that'll reshape women's basketball for years to come. But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark's impact isn't just about one team or one season. The entire WNBA is riding the Clark wave to new heights. We're looking at a nearly 20% increase in overall league attendance this year. That's not a blip on the radar. That's a full-scale revolution in fan engagement. You might be wondering, Cisurus, she's popular, but can she back it up on the court? Well, buckle up, because Clark's not just a crowd pleaser. She's a record breaker. She just set a new mark for the most double-doubles by a guard in a single WNBA season. Let that sink in. She's not just outperforming other rookies, she's outperforming seasoned veterans who've been in the league for years. This isn't just about numbers on a stat sheet, it's about changing perceptions. Clark is single-handedly elevating the profile of women's basketball. She's bringing in new fans who might have never given the WNBA a second glance before. She's inspiring young girls to pick up a basketball and dream big, and she's forcing the sports world to sit up and take notice of the incredible talent in the women's game. But here's the thing, Clark's not doing this alone. She's part of a new wave of talent that's crashing into the WNBA and making everyone rethink what's possible. Her success is opening doors for other players, raising the bar for what we expect from rookies, and challenging the old guard to step up their game.